Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Peace and love, good people. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Happy Friday, happy Fortune and Freedom Friday, Black Friday, blackout. F all them motherfuckers. F all of them. What's going on? Oh, peace and love. Happy Friday. What's the deal? We are back again with another episode of SRDaily. You are tuned in with your boy, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston. This is episode 508, closing out week 102 weeks on the air. Road to 600, road to 1,000. You might as well say the road to 10,000. We're going to be doing this for as long as I live, man. I intend to live another 55 years, 58 years, at least 99, right? So 58 years, 99 years old. Right, I want to like croak at like 100, like working on like the biggest film project, biggest art project in the history of the world, and like in the middle of the night, I'm like, I'm out. I mean, so we got a lot of time left. We got a long way to go, baby. The journey is not over, so we're gonna be doing this show until we can't do it no more, man. So thank you for tuning in. Happy Friday, Auntie. What's going on? QB Community Builders, Plant-Based Louise, what's the deal? Thanks for tuning in. The Pacer Report. Mona Love, happy Family Friday. Yes, it is Family Friday. We will be with family today, man, eating and just playing some games and spending some time. Last Friday in November, this is the last harvest season. Season of the last harvest, man. If you've been growing fruits, vegetables, produce, it's like it's one of the last harvest, man. It gets tough. It gets tough from here on out. Right, some people still able to make it happen. Of course, greenhouses, right? Technology has upgraded, right? Has been updated, and we're still able to make things happen, even in the winter season, even in the cold months here in the Northeast, right? So give thanks for innovation, give thanks for growth, give thanks for progress. Give thanks to our farmers, give thanks to our astrologers, give thanks to everybody who plays a part in ensuring that we have food, right? Those of us who are not growing food, and then even if you are, thank the people who make the whole system work, right? On the ground, with love, with truth, with passion, with dedication, with commitment to service, and all that good stuff. Eddie Kruger, what's going on? See to know you, what's going on? Cousins, dozens on the check-in. Peace and love. Listen, family, we got a show today. It is a beautiful day to have a beautiful day, man. My heart is just filled with so much gratitude, right? Like I've been, I guess you could say, praying, meditating on a breakthrough, right? And what I kept forgetting was that the biggest breakthrough was in my mind and how I think and how I approach things, and how I respond to situations, which may initially cause some frustration or anger or stress. All right, just responding in a more harmonious way, responding with more love, more grace, more compassion, more faith, more forgiveness, more understanding, more determination, right? More determination in my mind, chanting more. All right, just really staying committed to the desired outcomes in every situation, and recognizing when I could be better, recognizing in what situations I could, again, just always striving to be better, man, for myself, for my family, for my friends, for my community, for the world, striving to be my best self in every possible way, right? And there's been some breakthroughs, man. I've had some incredible breakthroughs over the last week. Right, going from some anger, some frustration, right, having some not so positive thoughts about some people, to like just really leaning into that grace and compassion, right, really leaning into that understanding, that forgiveness, right, that love, right, and really still hopeful for a brighter day, right, in regards to some relationships and some friendships and some just dynamics that are not operating at the level that I would like them to operate, right, which is a higher level, and also understanding that it's not in my control, right, understanding that I may want it to, and there's part of it that I can will it to, but if it's not the will of the divine, right, because like two or more, both parties have to agree, both parties have to be on the same frequency for it to work, right? So like you could pray for something, you could work towards something, but if there's another entity at play and they don't want the same thing, then no matter how much you pray for it, no matter how hard you work towards it, it won't manifest. Now, hearts could be changed, minds could be changed, right? Brains could be rewired, spirits could be like reawakened, souls could be reawakened, right? So like things could shift, things could change. And so this is why they say pray incessantly, right? Because like you never know. You never know. Yeah. So yeah, staying faithful to the cause, staying faithful to the dream and to the ultimate goals. But let's get the show started. Once again, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Marcy. You're tuned in to episode 508 of SRDaily. Last Friday of the month, Friday, November 28th, 2025, going into the weekend. We're going to start with a quote of the day. Today's quote is, when you come to the fork in the road and you have to choose which path to take, choose the one less traveled. When you come to the fork in the road and you have to choose which path to take, choose the one less traveled. Now, this is a metaphor for real life, because I'm going to tell you this. If you're in the woods, if you're in the woods and you don't know which way to go, all right? Depending on how much time you want to spend in those woods, right? And what you want your outcome to be, I'm going to say go the path where it seems like more people have went, because like, okay, I go this way, look like nobody went this way. Like, yeah, I don't know, right? In the woods, things can happen. But in real life, right? In real life, right? In as you pursue your goals, as you work to become a better person, as you build your career, as you fortify life for you, your family, right? Your community, your friendships. When there's a decision to make, right? Do I do this? Do I do that? Right? Is again comparable, right? Like the woods, you can look and be like, well, everybody's doing this. Well, look at freaking everybody's life. Everybody, and not every individual, of course, but as a whole, people are stressed the fuck out. People are unhappy. People are miserable. People are living on autopilot, right? They're not thinking critically. They're not analyzing really what they want. People are unhealthy mentally, physically, emotionally, right? Like, it's a tough world out there. So in that regard, forge your own path. Like choose the road less traveled. Choose the road less traveled, right? Like don't follow the crowd. Don't do what everybody else has done or is doing. Don't do that shit. Do not do what everybody else has done or is doing. Don't go the way they're all going. Just because everybody, right, or everybody's doing it. Just because everybody's doing it doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. Doesn't mean it's right for you. All right, because it could be the right thing to do, but it doesn't mean it's right for you. You got to walk to the beat of your own drum. You got to follow your own inner compass. We each have an inner compass. Every single one of us has an inner guide, right, that is always directing our path, that knows what's ahead, right? Like, follow that path and understand and overstand, even, right, comparable to the woods. Even going the path where you may get lost, it may be something there for you, right? Even if you go the path, you choose your own path, you go the way opposite of the crowd, and you walk into some pain, right? You walk into some unfortunate circumstances. Trust divine source energy that, as they say, if God brought you to it, God will bring you through it. So lean into that faith, lean into that trust that, like, yo, I'm lost right now. Like, what the fuck? Why did I come this way? You came this way because Spirit said go that way, right? All right, cool. Now, what do? What can you learn from that? And then, like, can you make adjustments? Know this, though, right? And now, real life, not the woods. Once you go down one path, yes, you can turn around, but it really is no coming back. Because what you've experienced, what you've picked up, what you've done on that path, that energy is always out there, is eternal. You're going to have to live with that karma, whatever it is, right? It could be great, it could not be not so great. So, like, this is the question. Is it better to go down the path of your choosing, right, rooted in your destiny, than it is, or is it not, right? Is it not better to go down the path of your choosing, rooted in your destiny, than it is to choose the path more traveled and realize that you went the wrong way? You follow the crowd, you realize that, damn, I went the wrong fucking way. I should never came this way. There's some bullshit going on over here. Now you try to go back, right? Now the path may be going back, may be completely different. You may not be able to get back to where you started. And really, you can't get back to where you started. Time has went on, so you aged a little bit, even if it's only a few days, a few months, right? You aged a little bit. Whatever experiences you picked up, whatever your brain, your mind, right, your energy centers, whatever they picked up, right, is with you. All right. So you can't go back and start over. right? Now, again, life is such a beautiful thing that you can adjust, you can pivot, right? You can pivot. All right, I'm gonna go this way now. I came this way now. Instead of keep going, like you don't gotta go. Is a saying that says when you realize you got on the wrong train, get off as soon as possible. Like you realize you got on the wrong train, you're going the wrong way, get off as soon as possible. Don't wait to see where it's going. When you got on the wrong train, you know you're on the wrong train. You know you don't need to go this way. Get off as soon as possible because the longer you go, the further you go, the harder it is to get back and redirect and get to a different path. Right? So yeah, man, walk to the beat of your own drum. You come to the fork in the road and you got to make a choice which way to go. Go down the path less traveled. Right, follow your own inner compass. Walk to the beat of your own drum, and we're gonna move right along to our second segment. In Mona said that was real life. Yo, that was real life. Yo, we was in those woods, man. We're gonna tell our grandchildren that shit. We was on what 7.5 hours, right, following a green path, and like, yo, no, man, no, hell no, that shit was crazy. Like the fucking vicious pit bull was behind us, growling and man. Yo, craziness, right? But let's move along to our second segment of the day. Today's second segment, Need to Know News. Some good news. We're gonna read from the Good News Network. Listen, I love art and I'm getting goosebumps, right? Because like this is some dope shit. So TV show host John Oliver sold an original Bob Ross painting for more than $1 million. Anthony News, what's going on? For more than $1 million. That is absolutely massive. That is absolutely inspiring. Let's read the article and let's talk about it. Let's talk about this great news. I love good news. I love the Good News Network. GNN reported recently that a Los Angeles auction house recently handled the sale of 3 paintings by the famous TV artist Bob Ross, with the proceeds of over $600,000 going to fund public television and radio. Inspired by the effort, HBO's comedy news host John Oliver Inspired by the effort, HBO's comedy news host John Oliver announced that he too had an original Ross that he will auction for the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. On the last episode of the most recent season of Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, the British-born TV host revealed an auction catalog called John Oliver's Jump, headlined by Cabinet Sunset, which Ross painted in season 10 of his show, The Joy of Painting. It managed to set a new auction record for a Bob Ross painting of $1,035,000 after 35 bids. $1,035,000 after 35 bids. That shit is inspiring, man. Like, yo, the freaking completely separate, the MoMA PS1, right? So MoMA, Museum of Modern Art in the City. Then they got the PS1, right? Partner edition, where I had residency right here in Long Island City. They said the lady who so it was a school first, right? And some woman who had some artwork wanted to like bridge MoMA in Manhattan and was like, yo, we should have something like that in Long Island City. I believe that's a story. And she ended up selling a painting for $47 million. $47 million sold the painting, and that's how she had the funds to then like transform PS1 into MoMA, build that partnership, put some money into it for the arts, and like $47 million, $1 million. Like this shit is insane. Like, but it's beautiful and it's real life and it's really happening. And as an artist, right? As an artist is it's just inspiring, especially like as I'm getting into, brain science, brain coaching, just thinking about, right, like ways to fuse brain science, right, neuroscience with art, right? What can I do? What can I create? Who can I partner with to create some art around neurology and all of this shit? It's super dope. It says, let's read. We've actually accumulated a bunch of weird artifacts from the show over the years that we could definitely auction off to raise some much needed money, Oliver said on last week's show. I am proud to announce Last Week Tonight's first ever auction in aid of public media. The proceeds from the sales of Cabinet Sunset and 34 other items totaled $1.5 million, which has been transferred to the Public Media Bridge Fund, which helps support stations and programs in need of funding. Most of the items included show memorabilia, including a pair of golden sneakers Oliver promised to wear almost a decade ago if former FIFA president Sepp Blatter resigned. a cabbage that Oliver married in a segment on AI generated art, and a jockstrap worn by Russell Crowe. What the hell? Yo, listen, man. People is out. There's somebody out there that's gonna buy everything, right? Somebody out there. If you got a name, they're gonna buy your shit, right? They will buy your jockstrap. Somebody will buy your jockstrap. They will buy your thongs. They will buy your breast milk soaked bras, right? You going even crazier, right? Like period panties, right? People are buying shit. People are, listen, man. Listen, man. The world is a vast place with tons of people, billions actually, with billions of ideas, likes, and reasons for why they do what they do or want to do what they want to do. And it ain't all my business, you heard. Anyway, yeah, a pair of VIP tickets to a live show taping cost over $110,000. Super dope. While the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, a GSC that funds public radio and television in America, was receiving over $1 billion of its budget from the government, anyone who watches PBS or listens to NPR knows the frequency with which they run pledge drives. This, along with other for-profit productions, generates substantial revenue that helps keep the CPB operational. It was the idea of Bob Ross Inc., the company that manages the painter's likeness and property, to hold the auction in support of public television, something which he loved so much. I think this actually would have been Bob's idea, said Joan Kowalski, president of Bob Ross Inc. And when I think about that, it makes me very proud. Super dope, super dope, super dope. Home in the Valley, 1993, Cliffside, 1990, and Winter's Peace, 1993, were priced to start at Bonham's Auctioneers at between $25,000 and $30,000, but all three quickly exploded in auction. The first brought $229,000, $229,100. The second, $114,800, and Winter's Peace went for a staggering $318,000. I'm gonna watch this. That's super dope. Like, artwork, $300,000, man. Like, do you know that, like, and yes, sometimes the work could be seen as that good, right? But it's about name. Who are you? And this is why, like, right rooms, right people, right reason, right? Reason matters, purpose matters, why you're doing something, all of that matters. But, like, you could do it. You could do it. We could do it. I could do it. Like, if one person could do it, 5 people could do it. And people have done it, right? Like, there's tons of stories. And now, in this new age, again, I don't know if y'all remember the story a couple of years ago. The guy sold the freaking, I bring it up to my mama every so often because I brought it to her attention. She couldn't fucking believe it. The guy sold the invisible artwork, invisible statue, invisible. $18,000. $18,000. I might pay for the shit. It's invisible fucking structure. The person, I think, sold the freaking picture of the banana on tape, the banana taped on the wall, white wall, banana tape. I think it was like gray masking tape. Banana taped on the wall, took a picture of it, and sold that shit. Thousands of dollars. Let's tap into the art world, family. Come on. Come on, come on. Your baby's got some art. My baby's got some art in there. Like, we got some art, man, that we can start selling. Like, let's stop playing. We sitting on our asses, and there's money to be made. Money to be made is ideas. You got ideas. And that's going to take us to our third segment, our tip of the day. Trust your crazy ideas. Trust all your crazy ideas, man. You never know which idea will lead you to your destiny, will open the door to what you've been working towards, will break the fucking bank. Trust your ideas. Trust your ideas, the crazy ideas. Trust them. Somebody had an idea that said, yo, I could find somebody to pay some money for this concept of invisible art. Somebody could pay for this shit, frame it in a way. The person got a certificate of authenticity. They got a certificate of authenticity for an invisible art sculpture. It's real life. It was in the media, it was on the news, it was everywhere. French artists. My brain still was like, he said, if the light is a certain way, you turn your head a certain way, you could mold it and make it what it's supposed to be. It's like, okay. $18,000 he made. Gave the guy a certificate of authentication. This is authentic. This is real. Certified. Yo, listen. 2 unregulated industries in the world. 2. There's only 2. There's only every other industry pretty much is regulated. Even the sex industry is regulated, right? For the most part. All right. Clearly, there's always underground stuff. But 2 unregulated industries across drugs. We ain't selling drugs, right? And art. We could sell some art. Art is an unregulated industry. You could take this lighter, this incense, put the incense in the lighter, put it in some way, right? And ta-da, art. There's a million things you could do, right? Like you can do anything you want to do. You got to trust your crazy ideas. Like for real though, trust your crazy ideas and only let him do it because he French. They ain't letting a brother move nothing invisible. Yo, he sold invisible art, yo. Crazy shit, right? But trust your crazy ideas, man. Like, you know, they say if your ideas don't frighten you, they're not big enough. Trust those ideas. Steve Harvey said, again, Steve Harvey, he said, it's impossible to think of something that's impossible. That's just not possible. It is impossible to think of something that's impossible. If you thought it, that makes it possible, right? If you have the idea, the thought, regardless of how crazy it sounds, how crazy it seems, you have to know that that idea was sparked somewhere by something. And if it was sparked by something somewhere, there is indeed a way to make it happen, right? Albert Einstein said, your imagination is everything. It is a preview of life's coming attractions. Your imagination is everything. It is the preview to life's coming attractions. If you can imagine it, if you can think it, it's there. You just gotta like trust that shit and follow your spirit. Your spirit is gonna guide you where you need to be to make it happen. Your spirit is going to guide you. I said I want to heal the world, and my spirit has been guiding me to spaces and places where I'm learning more healing and I'm experiencing more things that I need to heal, right? Like real life shit. I asked for this shit. The pain, the joy, the heartache, the loss, the freaking, all of the stuff. Not directly, but indirectly, which is still a direct, right? Because I asked for something, you can't control how it comes. Be careful what you ask for, you just might get it, right? So I asked to be a healer. I asked to help my community. I asked to help heal the world, right? I sung that song as a little boy. I tattooed it on my hands freaking 15 years ago, right? And here we are, healing the world. It led me to brain coaching, which is going to lead me to other shit that, like, again, I gotta, and my compass is changing, right? I got a direction, but like, whoa, I'm still going to go that direction, but like, I could also go this direction. Oh, I didn't even think about that. But I did after I made certain other moves, right? Like, yo, I can create my own field of science. I can create my own field of science. If somebody else did it, all of the fields in school that people study, somebody created it. Why can't I create my own field of fucking study? Why not? Why not? I will, right? I am and I will, because I can and I shall. Why not me? Why not you? So trust those crazy ideas. Trust them, trust them, trust them. Trust them. If you can think it, you can have it. Lean into the truth. Lean into the sacred wisdom. This is sacred wisdom, ancient wisdom. Like the ancestors, they knew this shit. Not every ancestor, of course, but like the greats, they knew this. Like, and when you think about all of the people who are revered by you, by your friends, by your family, in the history of the world, why do we celebrate them? Especially the ones we celebrate collectively, right? Like everybody got like, yo, this person, like these people, right? Like Wright brothers. Can't fly. What? We're gonna be taking horse and carriage across the freaking land forever. Watch this. And they did it, flying. And now, like, people are going across the world on a plane. We would take a horse and carriage forever, right? Those was boats, right? Across the ocean, boats. They're gonna take a horse and carriage forever. Henry Ford said, watch this. Right? Like, you gotta trust your crazy ideas. And with that, let's move right along to our fourth and final segment of the day, our build of the day. Today's build, listen, there is massive impact in following your intuition, specifically when it comes to people. specifically when it comes to people, listen, let the people you love know that you love them. Let the people that you love know that you love them. Shout out to Mona for this wisdom. All right, we took an early morning walk, went by the water here in Astoria, sat. She walked, I sat, wrote some notes. It was cold out, right? I sat by the water though, but a beautiful morning, sun was shining. It still is a beautiful day today. It's cold right here in New York, but the sun is shining. But let the people you know, let the people you love know that you love them. When they pop into your mind, call them. Don't just text them, right? Don't just text them. Get out of that habit. And and if and when you can, pop up on them. If you live in the same area, right, same city, right, and you could drive to them, you can take a train to them, pop up on them. You know where they live. You kind of know, like if they got a work schedule, right? You kind of know some things, right? Pop up on them randomly, just pop up sometimes. Yo, yo, yo. In the hood, I still call my people out the window, right? Harvey, I still call Harvey out the window. Yo, Harvey. I'm gonna call him out the window today. Right? We go to Queens, bitch. Yo, Harvey. You see him come to the window. Either I'll tell him to come down, he'll come down. Or I'll signal like, yo, you want me to come up? Or can I come up? And I'll go upstairs and we'll chat. Right? But let the people you love know that you love them, man. Call them. Pop up on them. Know the value of hearing the voice and seeing the face of people that you love. Right? And of your face being seen, your voice being heard by people who love you, right? Like, it's so important. We were talking this morning. Mona was like, one of the keys to long life, right, has been healthy relationships, social interactions, right? And when you think, right, I said it, a couple of months ago during the brain science course, that one of the pillars, the first pillar of a healthy brain, is love, and love is connected with social relationships, right? Social relationships. What are your social relationships like? So when we talk about social media, right, because social media is dominating communication between folks. Social media is great for constant, immediate communication. Yes, it's great for that. Send reels, send food recipes, right? Share photos, right? Real quick, boom. It's quick, it's seamless. But get out of the habit of just commenting on posts, right? I have people, and I'm learning to break the habit, right? Like, who I love, who live in my neighborhood, I don't see often, and like they'll just comment on the post. They'll comment on the post on one of my posts, but I'll text them. I'll call them like, yo, what's going on? Like, call people, right? Like, I spoke about this recently, especially when somebody's dealing with, you see somebody post something that is tough, whether related to their relationship, in any dynamic, their parents, their partner, their siblings, their children. They post that they're frustrated, they're having a tough time, whatever it is. Like, call them. Don't just comment on their fucking posts, man. Like, get out of that habit and get back into the habit of really communicating with your loved ones, right? Really communicating with authenticity, right? Call somebody, pick up the phone, hear the voice, right? Pick up the phone. My cousin texted me yesterday. I'm gonna video chat him today. Right? My cousin texted me. Live in Connecticut, right? Every so often, I'll video chat him. He'll text me, and I'll video chat him because, like, bro, like, video chat me, right? I know we got different schedules and life could be hectic, but like, the worst thing that can happen is a person don't pick up. It's the worst thing that can happen is a person does not pick up. You video chat them, they don't answer. You call them, they don't answer. Then you send a message. Yo, listen, I was just trying to get in touch with you. I was thinking about you. Hit me back when you get a chance. Right? I called my nephew fucking a few times the last few weeks. He ain't answer. Text yesterday, he texted me back. Yo, call me sometime, man. Like, pick up the fucking phone and call me. Like, we get so caught up in our own thing. And like, again, I get it, but like, I've seen it time and time again where so many people are caught up in their own thing. They're not spending time with their loved ones the way they would like to, the way they say they would like to. Then when that loved one transitions, it's all this regret. I wish I should have spent more time. I should have answered that last phone call. I know me, my man Morgan Powell called me. I was going through some shit. I ain't answered the phone. Voicemail popped up. I ain't checked the voicemail. A couple months later, he died. I finally checked the voicemail. The motherfucker sent me a he sent me a voicemail. He said, hey, I was just calling to get in touch with you. I wanted to talk. I'm letting you know that I'll probably be going away for a while. And if you don't hear from me by October, then you'll never hear from me again. Body was found floating in the fucking river in Brooklyn. His sister called me and said, hey, is this Sugar Ray? Yeah, how you doing? Who's this? I forgot her name, but it says Morgan Powell's sister. I see that you're one of the last people he called. She said, I see that you're one of the last people he called. He called me. Now, I don't know if I could have talked to him whatever was going on, if, I could, because I still don't know. I still didn't find out if he was murdered or if he committed suicide, right? I still don't know. I don't know. So I don't know what he was going through, what he was dealing with. What I do know is that he had came out to his family, right? That he was homosexual, and it was a lot of stuff around that, right? Black man, family, Bronx, homosexual. There was, it was a lot of issues around that. So I don't know if I could have talked him out of whatever, or talked him through whatever. I have no idea, and I don't hold myself. I don't beat myself up over that, right? I did for a while, but like he called me. He called me to talk. He left me a voicemail. I didn't answer the phone. I didn't check the voicemail. A couple months later, a month or so later, yo, I was calling you. If you don't hear from me by, I'm going away. You'll never hear from me again. Like, what? He's dead. Right. So, yeah, man, massive impact. Right. Don't just comment on posts. Call people. Pop up on people, man. Let people you love know that you love them. And with that, guys, that is our show for today. Listen, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is episode 508 of SR Daily. This is close out of week 102. I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston, man. SR Daily is a place of personality meets enlightenment. Please do remember to join us next week, same time, same place, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. right here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Instagram Live. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up! The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself, be kind to each other. Peace. I'll be getting twisted. I'll be trying to use my mouse to